Welcome to my channel Mathematics Made Easy by Mary MJ. Today I am discussing CBSE Class 10 Chapter 8 Introduction to Trigonometry. We have already studied about triangles and in particular about right triangles. In your previous classes we have learned right triangles, many other triangles, but here in trigonometry we will be discussing about right angle triangles. For example, here I have shown you some right triangles, that is a person standing at this side. He is looking at the top of this tower at an angle of 60 degree. So we can make a right angle triangle here and we can find the height of this tower. Same way here a flat, you can see a flat, a boy standing on the tower, on this top of this tower, observes a ball here on the ground and he is looking at an angle of depression. He is looking down from the top of the building to the ground, he is looking. So for all these we can see that there is we are considering a right angle triangle. And again, if I am showing you one more example, in this you can see that a girl is standing on the top of the of her house and she is looking the tap and she is looking at some angle. There also we can see that we are mentioning a right angle triangle and we can see what is the height of the building, and in the other case we can find what is the height of this tower, and for this also we can find out what is the tower. For that we are mainly using trigonometry, and this trigonometry is derived from three Greek words. Trigonometry, it is derived from three Greek words. It is tri, then gon and metron. It is actually three words. And what does this tri stands for? It means three, and gon means sides and metron means measure. So measuring the sides of the triangle, that is what we are actually doing in trigonometry. So for that we have to study some trigonometric ratios. So trigonometric ratios we are going to study. For that I am considering a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle and let this be A, B and C, and this is a right angle. So suppose I am considering one angle A. We can see that angle opposite to, side opposite to angle A is BC. This is the opposite side of angle A. Opposite side is BC and this is the adjacent side. So this is the opposite side of angle A. This is the adjacent side. What's the meaning of adjacent side? This is a nearby side of adjacent side of angle A, and this is the hypotenuse. So how can we say the ratios? So the different ratios are, first one, sine of SINE, and in short we call it as SIN. Sine of angle A can be written as sine A, and sine A means it is opposite side. So if I am considering angle A, so opposite side to angle A divided by hypotenuse. So what is sine of an angle? It is the opposite side to that angle divided by hypotenuse gives sine. Now second trigonometric ratio is cosine. Cosine of angle A, in short we write cos A, and cos A is adjacent side to angle A divided by hypotenuse. And third ratio is tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A is, in short we write tan A, and it is opposite side to angle A divided by adjacent side to angle A. Or we can write it as sine of that angle, sine A divided by cos A is also tan A. So these are the three ratios. Again the remaining ratios. So what are the main three ratios? First one, sine A, cos A, tan A. So since I am telling with respect to angle A, I am using sine A. Sine A means opposite to angle A divided by hypotenuse. Then cos A is adjacent to angle A, adjacent side of angle A by hypotenuse, and tan A is equal to opposite by adjacent, which is the same as sin A by cos A. Now next is cosecant of angle A. What is cosecant of angle A? In short we write cosec A, and cosec A is the reciprocal of sine, that is 1 by sin A. Sin A is opposite side to angle A by hypotenuse, so cosec A will be hypotenuse divided by opposite side to angle A. Same way, next one is secant of angle A. In short we write sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. It is the reciprocal of cos. So cos A, 1 by cos A is hypotenuse divided by adjacent side to angle A. Now the last one, it is cotangent of angle A. In short we write cot A, and cot A is equal to reciprocal of tan, so 1 by tan, and that is equal to, tan is already tan A we have written here, opposite to angle A by adjacent to angle A, so 1 by tan means adjacent side to angle A divided by opposite side to angle A, and that is equal to, we can write this as adjacent by opposite side means we can divide this, that is sec by this, we can write it as, so 1 by tan can be written as, what is tan? Tan means it is sine by cos, so 1 by tan can be written as cos A by sin A. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios: sine, cosine, tan, then cosec, sec and cot are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now using this we can do few problems. First question, given tan A is equal to 4 by 3, find the other trigonometric ratios. Find the other trigonometric ratios of angle A. So given tan A is given as 4 by 3. So tan A is equal to 4 by 3. So we can draw the right angle triangle. Let this be A, B and C. Tan A, so for this side, tan A means opposite side by adjacent side. So we can write this as 4k by 3k because it is given as ratio 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means first numerator and denominator, while writing separately we have to write it as 4k and 3k because it is in rational form. So we will be writing the rational number in the simplest form. So that doesn't mean that numerator is 4 and denominator is 3. Instead of that, we have to write 4k by 3k, or 4k, this side as 4k and the other side as 3k. That means BC is equal to 4k and AB is equal to 3k. Because one common term has been cancelled from here. That is and we are writing in rational number in the simplest form. So let that constant which we have cancelled, let it be k. So then we can say that the numerator is 4k, denominator is 3k. So that's why BC can be written as 4k, this is 3k. So what about AC? AC, in order to find, we can use Pythagoras theorem, or since here it is 4 and 3, we know Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet is 3, 4 and 5. If two sides are 3 and 4, then the third side will be, hypotenuse will be 5. So this can be written as 5k. This is called Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. Now we got all the three sides. Now we can find out what are the other sides. What are the other ratios? We have to find the other trigonometric ratios. So what is sine A? Sine A is opposite by hypotenuse, that is 4 by 5. Then what is cos A? Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 3 by 5. Then next one is sec A. Sec A means reciprocal of cos, that is 5 by 3, and cosec A, it is the reciprocal of sine, which is 5 by 4. And last one, what is cot A? Cot A is the reciprocal of tan, and that is 3 by 4. So these are the remaining ratios. Now next question. If angle B and angle Q are acute angles such that sine B is equal to sine Q, then prove that angle B is equal to angle Q. So in two right angle triangles, given that angle B and angle Q are acute angles. So let this be A, B, C and P, Q and R. So B and Q are given as acute angles such that sine B is equal to sine Q. So from here sine B can be written as, sine B is opposite by hypotenuse, that is AC by AB. And from here sine Q is opposite side is PR by hypotenuse is PQ. And given that sine B is equal to sine Q, sine B equal to sine Q means AC by AB equal to PR by PQ. And let it be equal to a constant, let it be K. So now we have to prove that angle B is equal to angle Q. We have to show that these two angles are same. So for that we can find what is BC. So BC we can apply Pythagoras theorem, and from this figure we can see that BC can be written as root of hypotenuse square, that is AB square minus AC square. And from this figure we can see that QR can be written as root of PQ square, that is hypotenuse square minus PR square. So now what is BC by QR? BC by QR is equal to root of AB square minus AC square divided by root of PQ square minus PR square, and that is equal to root of, instead of AB we can write it as from here AC, and AC by AB is equal to PR by PQ is equal to K. So what can we write instead of AB? AB is the same as K times PQ. AB is the same as K times PQ. So K square PQ square minus, instead of AC we can write K times K square PR square divided by root of PQ square minus PR square, and that is equal to K square is common. That taking out, we are getting K into root of PQ square minus PR square divided by root of PQ square minus PR square, and this can be cancelled and we are getting it as K. So we got BC by QR is also equal to K. So what can we say? All these three ratios are same, that is AC by PR. This we can bring it to the side, and AB we can take it to the other side. So AC by PR is equal to AB by PQ is equal to the third ratio BC by QR. So we can say that these two triangles are similar triangles because the sides are proportional. These two triangles are similar triangles, so we can say that the angles are equal angles. Since the sides are proportional, we can say that triangle ACB is similar to triangle PRQ, and therefore all the angles, corresponding angles will be equal, that is angle B will be equal to angle Q. That's what you have to prove here. Then next question. Consider triangle ACB. Consider triangle ACB right angled at C. Right angled at C, in which AB is equal to 29 units, BC is equal to 21 units, and angle ABC equal to theta. Determine or find the value of cos square theta plus sin square theta. Second one, cos square theta minus sin square theta. It's given that it is right angled at C. So this angle is 90 degree and AB is 29 units, BC is 21 units, and angle ABC is theta. This angle is theta. We have to find cos square theta plus sin square theta. So for that we need, in order to get sin theta, we need this opposite side. So this AC we can find out by using Pythagoras theorem, that is root of 29 square minus 21 square, and that is root of 29 square minus 21 square is a plus b into a minus b, that is 29 minus 21 into 29 plus 21, and that is equal to root of 8 into 50. That's equal to root 400, which is equal to 20. So AC is equal to 20. This side is 20. Now we can write the answers. First question, we need to find what is cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 21 by 29. And what is sin theta? Sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite side is 20, hypotenuse is 29. So we need to find what is cos square theta plus sin square theta. That's equal to 21 by 29 whole square plus 20 by 29 whole square. That's equal to, denominator is same, 29 square. Numerator is 21 square plus 20 square, that is 441 plus 400, which is equal to 841 divided by 29 square is also 841. So the answer is 1. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Now the second question there is cos square theta minus sin square theta. Cos square theta minus sin square theta. And cos square theta is 21 by 29 whole square minus sin square theta is 20 by 29 whole square. Denominator, it is common, 29 square, that is 841 in the denominator. Numerator is 441 minus 400, which is equal to 41 by 841. Now next question. In a right triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tan A is equal to 1, verify that 2 sin A into cos A is equal to 1. In right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B, so this is B, this is A and C, tan A is equal to 1. So given that tan A is equal to 1, so if we are considering this angle, tan A is equal to 1 means tan A is equal to opposite side. Opposite side is BC by adjacent side is AB, and it is given as it is equal to 1. That means BC by AB is equal to 1, or we can write BC, these two will be same, no, AB will be equal to BC will be a same number, that's why we are getting the answer as 1. So let it be a positive number k. So AB let it be k and BC also let it be k. So what about AC? How much will be AC? This we are considering it as k, this also k. So this will be root of k square plus k square. How to find out AC? That is a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse can be found using root of k square plus k square, that is equal to root of 2k square, and that is k into root 2. So this is hypotenuse is k into root 2. Then we have to find out, verify that 2 sin A into cos A is equal to 1. So what is sin A from there? Sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite side is k, by hypotenuse is k root 2, which is equal to 1 by root 2. Then cos A is equal to adjacent side is k by k root 2, which is equal to 1 by root 2. Now we have to verify whether the given result is true or not. So we have to take the LHS of that, that is 2 sin A into cos A. 2 sin A into cos A can be written as 2 into sin A is 1 by root 2, cos A is also 1 by root 2, and cancelling this we are getting it as 1, which is the RHS, hence verified. Now next question. In triangle OPQ, right angled at P, OP is equal to 7 cm, OQ minus PQ is equal to 1 cm. Determine the values of sin Q and cos Q. So it is right angled at P, one side is 7 cm. We have to find out what is sin Q and cos Q. So given here OQ minus OP, OQ minus PQ is equal to 1. And from this right angle triangle, PQ square plus OP square is equal to OQ square. Or instead of OQ, what we can write from here, OQ is equal to 1 plus PQ, that we can substitute in this. So PQ square plus OP square is equal to, instead of OQ, it is 1 plus PQ whole square. Expanding, PQ square plus OP square is equal to 1 plus 2PQ plus PQ square. PQ square getting cancelled, we are getting OP square is equal to 1 plus 2PQ. And we are already having the result for OP. OP is given as 7. So how much will be PQ? Substituting here, 7 square is equal to 1 plus 2PQ, or 2PQ is equal to 49 minus 1, that is 48, or PQ is equal to 48 by 2, that is 24. So we got the length of PQ. This is 24. Now how much will be OQ? OQ we can find by substituting in this. OQ will be 1 plus PQ, 1 plus 24, that is 25. Now we can find what is sin Q. Sin Q is equal to, sin Q is, opposite side is 7, hypotenuse is 25. So 7 by 25. And cos Q. Cos Q means adjacent side is 24 and hypotenuse is 25. So that's what you have to find out in that. So the exercise questions we'll discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. Those who haven't subscribed, please like, share and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon for more updates and notifications. Bye.